My parents used to, when they had people coming over, they say, "Oh, Gustavo, why don't you go play with the radio?" And I'd be there. So they could entertain while I was just messing around. There it is. The origins of my interest in sound started very young. In my house, there was a console with a shortwave radio. I used to find myself sitting in front of this radio for hours. At first, perhaps listening for stations, but the fascinating thing for me became the actual sounds in between stations. So my history with sound and art has been based on personal discovery of something that grasped my attention. And what my career as an artist has been is a exploration of that. I think sound is magic only because we can't see it. We live in a visual society, and for us, what's visual is actually simple to understand. With sound, we kind of enter in this psychological space, right, where we are all of a sudden in a realm where we don't totally understand what's going on. Time is a particularly important element of sound. Sound does not exist in a still image. So sound is about events. And if we could teach ourselves to understand the sound, we could just tell what's happening around us. That renders sound a tool for understanding the world. And so in order to manage that large of a universe, I focus on a very detailed event or certain something that I want to understand until I come up with what I call audibles. Its equivalent in language would be like a word or a phrase. And then the pieces that I make, they're like more like paragraphs. One of my most recent pieces is called Quail Roost Sanctuary. It's a sound installation permanently installed at the Quail Roost Transit Village. It's 320 feet long, about 32 speakers hidden inside modules that are built of aluminum. And so when you look at it, it looks like a light fixture, but there's no light coming out. It's sounds of quail, but also sounds that are found where quail are found. Ultimately, I hope that for people, this becomes their shortwave radio, like a tool they can use to connect with sound the way that I connected with sound when I was a kid and became interested in sound through those tools. Unusual tools. As an artist, you sort of need infrastructure that can allow you to be who you are. The Deering State is particularly equipped to serve as support for somebody like me. They encouraged me to apply for a residency, and when I discovered they had a theater, I said, well, let's do the festival here, let's do this and that. They got it right away. In other words, it's being a symbiotic relationship. My presence in the Deering State has been as good for the Deering State as for me.